It's one of the most chilling mysteries in recent Hollywood history, two beloved figures, both found dead in eerily similar circumstances. Whitney Houston, a legendary diva, and her daughter Bobbi Kristina, both discovered unresponsive in bathtubs. But was this just a tragic coincidence, or something far darker? Bobby Brown's been vocal about his suspicions.
There's only one person that was around both occasions,
claiming that Nick Gordon, Bobbi Kristina's ex, might have played a role in not just her death but her mother's as well. But what exactly happened, and why are there so many unanswered questions? For years, fans have wondered if there's a deeper connection between the deaths of Whitney Houston and her daughter Bobbi Kristina. Despite the official reports, Bobby Brown has remained adamant that these deaths don't add up. And what's more disturbing is that he believes Nick Gordon, the man who was close to both women, could be involved in both deaths. But why would someone, especially someone close to them, be involved in something so horrific? Could it be possible that there's something much darker lurking behind the scenes? Bobby Brown hasn't held back when talking about the possibility that Nick Gordon may be responsible for Bobbi Kristina's death. According to Bobby, it wasn't the bathtub incident that caused Chrissy's death. He believes she was starved to death. Could it be that Nick, in a twisted act, caused harm to both mother and daughter? And, according to Bobby, Chrissy might have known more than we think about what happened to her mom. But things only get more mysterious when you consider the strange timing. Was it just a tragic coincidence that both women died in such a similar way? And could the two deaths be connected in a way we haven't yet uncovered? Whitney's death in 2012 shocked the world, but what's even more shocking are the inconsistencies in the official reports. While the cause of death was ruled an accidental drowning in a bathtub, there's a lot that doesn't add up. For one, Whitney's coroner found traces of cocaine, Xanax, and other substances, but there wasn't enough water in her lungs to definitively say she drowned. Did she fall into the tub, or was she placed there? What if Whitney's death wasn't as accidental as it seemed? Some people believe the whole heart attack theory was just a cover-up. Could there have been someone involved in her tragic end, someone close to her? Bobbi Kristina didn't just lose her mother, she lost a sense of normalcy. After Whitney's death, she was thrust into the limelight, and while she tried to keep it together, it was clear that the pressure was too much. Chrissy was hospitalized after Whitney's death and suffered from a breakdown, but she continued to make public appearances, trying to honor her mother's legacy. Sadly, she didn't get the chance to carry on Whitney's torch. On January 31, 2015, Bobbi Kristina was found unconscious in her Georgia home, submerged in a bathtub just like her mother. But what led up to this tragic moment, and could anyone have predicted what would happen next? What stands out to everyone who's looked into this case are the eerie similarities between Whitney's and Bobbi Kristina's deaths. Both women were found unresponsive in bathtubs, both had toxic substances in their systems, and both deaths seemed to defy explanation. But were they just tragic accidents, or were they planned, with someone pulling the strings? The unsettling similarities have led some to believe there's much more to the story than we've been told. And as time goes on, more and more questions arise. Bobbi Kristina's relationship with Nick Gordon was anything but normal. Reports of physical violence and emotional manipulation have surfaced, painting a picture of a toxic and dangerous relationship. Nick was allegedly violent towards Chrissy, even reportedly dragging her by her hair and knocking out her teeth during an argument. But Chrissy was planning on leaving him. She had a trip to LA planned, where she would be closer to her father and continue her mother's legacy. What could have driven Nick to such extremes? Did he realize that if Chrissy left, his grip on her would slip forever? After Bobbi Kristina was moved to hospice care, the legal battles began. Her conservators filed lawsuits against Nick Gordon, accusing him of causing her wrongful death. Allegations of abuse and theft came to light, and the accusations only got darker from there. The complaint alleged that Nick gave Chrissy a toxic mix of substances that left her unconscious, and then placed her face down in the bathtub. While Nick denied the allegations, the evidence kept mounting. Bobby Brown believes that Nick Gordon was involved in both Whitney's and Chrissy's deaths, but with Nick's untimely death, we may never know the truth. Could he have been involved, or was there a bigger conspiracy at play? Both Whitney Houston's and Bobbi Kristina's deaths remain shrouded in mystery. The similarities between the two are chilling, and the circumstances surrounding their passing will likely never be fully explained. Was Nick Gordon responsible for both deaths? Or were there other, more powerful forces behind the scenes? What do you think happened? Do you believe there's a sinister connection between these two deaths? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your theories.